Right, good morning everyone, welcome back. 8th of October, we're here in Kemptonpark and we're quickly going to, well, that's a relative term, quickly. But in any case, we're going to install a Centurion D5 Evo Smart at this property for a client. So we're first going to look at all of the aspects that we need to do. First up, we've got a roller here. On the inside there's also a roller, but it's catching on the steel sliding gate and it's making obviously a noise, and it can be seen as obstruction. You can see the gate's not moving freely, and that's because the steel bolt is catching on it. And then the rear steel gate wheel that is worn out, we're going to put in new bearings there, and also on the front one. The platform is quite sturdy, but it does seem like the steel base plate, we're going to use an old steel base plate, does look like it's a little bit skew, so we'll just level it up and then weld everything in place. So yeah, stay tuned, it's going to be an interesting one. Okay, let's quickly look at the front steel gate wheel. Sun is not my friend today. So the rear wheel is obviously worn out. This one is spinning, but you can hear it's dry. So for us just to replace one wheel with the bearings and then leave the other one and then return a year later was stupid. So let's do it once and get it over and done with. Right, we've just heated out and look there. So the wheel that you just heard that was spinning nicely, that is, the bearing is shot. And that's not even the back one. All right. So what we have here is a 6201 2RS bearing. It's a new one, but there you can see the amount of factory grease that's used in a bearing. So we just add some extra, so because the whole system is turning slowly, and the extra grease will prevent any water from getting in. Okay, so there's the factory bearing. What you do is you just press your rubber seal onto it. The grease that's too much, we'll just press out on the other side. Let me just get the seal. And some more grease. There you can see it's peeling out. So it's well lubricated. It's not going to drop you. Right, 10 o'clock. Looks like a war zone, but obviously when you have all the tools and you need all of them, then it will look like a war zone. Right, let's quickly have a look here. The old steel base plate. Let me just quickly get it so I can show it to you. Okay, right, so we are using a new base plate. So I just want to quickly show you. So the old base plate was basically welded into position like that, and then it had an overlap there. So what we've done is we've extended the base plate, fitted a 5x50 steel flat bar with 2 coach screws into the ground here, and we've welded it on, and then we've welded on the side. So we've got a proper steel platform. Now we can, when we fit the gate motor, we'll see it later in the video, you can see that there's no overlapping of the steel base plate where it cannot be welded. It has to be welded everywhere as possible. Just gonna quickly come to the gate motor. It is a Centurion D5 Evo Smart, and we have engraved the client's details onto the gate motor where we could. Just want to pan over it. Then we document the serial number of everything. So what I'm now going to do is just quickly weld the gate motor into position and remove it again so that we can weld the steel base plate down properly. Wow, time just flies. In any case, steel base plate that's been welded into position, and then obviously painted, and then the adjuster nuts, plastic ones, they've been fitted. If you look at it from this angle, it might look a little bit skew, but it's actually not. If I just lift the camera up, then you will see to where the steel base plate is aiming. Alright, so now we're going to quickly bolt the gate motor down onto it, and then we'll weld the steel rack into position. Okay, yeah, client says he doesn't want to be in the video. Alright, here you can see the gate is in the fully open position. I'm just going to quickly close it. And if I come down now, you'll see to where the gate mounter pinion is looking at, which means is the gate motor is parallel with the steel sliding gate. So it's been bolted down, and not all of the gates are straight. So what we'll then do is we will check the spacing between the gate motor pinion gear and the steel sliding gate, that they don't catch on each other. So we're just going to quickly slowly open up the gate motor, or the sliding gate. You can see that the clearance spacing does become less. I just want to move the camera a little bit closer, but it's still far away from the gate motor pinion gear. And there the gate's in the fully open position. So clearances are good, gate motor is parallel. Let's put the steel rack on. Alright, let's quickly have a look here. So the initial gate stopper, hell, yeah, use an old steel nut, cut it loose. We're just going to replace it with a proper piece of steel flat bar, because it's your duty as the installer to make sure that the system is safe. Then apart from that, the gate motor is on, steel rack has been welded into position. Obviously the startup sections have been reinforced, and then the spacing is correct. You can see, have a look, the welding. These brackets are never going to come loose, don't have to worry about it. We're going, and then the startup section again has been reinforced. So I'll quickly weld the stop onto the ground track, and then the man can start painting. Okay guys, we're using a lithium battery on this gate motor system. And when you use a lithium battery, you need to up the battery charging voltage to 14.2 up to 14.6. You cannot go higher than that. If you go lower than 14.2, then your battery is not going to get fully charged. Quickly see if we can see the specifications here. For charge cutoff voltage 14.4, which means it's above that voltage that system will shut down. So we're using 14.23, which is correct on a lithium battery in a Centurion D5 Evo Smart sliding gate motor. Right, here's another thing. The brass connectors on your battery lead wires are far too small to fit onto a lithium battery. What you need to do is you need to upgrade the terminals, the brass brackets, brass clamps. Right, and again, when you fit new brass connectors, plugs, make sure you solder them. Right, from here on, we're ready to program the gate motor. Battery, brass connectors, battery leads, all connected. Electrical supply wires in. You can see there's a red light on the power supply that's on. Then if you move up into the controller card, there's a red LED flashing. So let's quickly set the limits. Alright, we've connected to the gate motor. And currently we have a single stage update. That needs to be done before you can continue with the setting of the gate motor limits. So let's quickly set.
Please note that you need to remain within range of the operator through all of the update stages. Do not power down or disconnect from the operator.
So please follow the instructions
Starting stage 1.
as dictated by the system. So what will happen is you're going to use some data. It's normally not much. So let it quickly install, and then I'll get back to you guys. Right, we're done with the updates. The gate's not fully closed. Doesn't matter because we're going to set limits quickly. So we're using the My Sensors app, and the screen is asking set gate limits, which means we're going to press that. Going to get a screen, and then you need to confirm all of the aspects is requested. Obviously we do it on a daily basis. Then you can select your speed, you can select your ramps and all of that, and then you can say continue, and then you can press the start.
Finding and stop.
Press the start button. Okay.
Did the gate reach an end
So
stop?
it's asking the question, and we did confirm that it is fully closed. So yes, it did find the end stop. press the start button and the gate is reversing. This process cannot be sped up, and if your installation is not right, the system will detect it. I'm just going to hold still like this so that you can see the gate motor is not vibrating, or I'll just listen to it.
Did the gate reach an end stop?
Yes, it did reach an end stop. As the gate is passing, you can see all of the areas that we've welded. We've painted that with primer paint, grey paint, so it's not going to rust there.
Did the gate reach an end stop?
Then again there, confirm if the end stop has been found.
Yes.
Alright, that's been found. Okay, now it's going to run at full speed. This is your profiling.
Limits setup completed. Is the gate open or closed?
Well, we can see from this that the gate is closed, and obviously we're going to select gate is closed.
Gate limits setup completed successfully.
Right. There you can see the length of the gate, 3.6 meters. Maximum speed is 27 meters per minute. Opening current 9.81 amps. Closing current 12.65 amps maximum. So, and then the calculated sensitivities. And that's basically it. I'm going to press the next button, and then you can, if you want to, change the name of your gate motor to what you want, but it's only limited characters. And then you're just going to click finish. Then it will obviously transfer all of the settings, and now that's the rest of the setup of the gate motor that we're doing there. Right, we want to add the remotes onto the system. So what we do is we go click on remotes on the app, get a screen that pops up that says, and you say add. What you then do is you select the action of the button. So we're going to say button 1, we're going to say a trigger. That's on short press, single press. Long press we'll say cancel auto close. Okay, that's good there. Then we're going to go on with this installation. We're going to use the fourth button, the red one, for pedestrian. And what we can do is we're just going to keep it like that. Next. Now this is where the trick comes in. Make sure when you program your remotes that you do not program another neighbor's remote onto your gate motor system. So because it's asking for press any button, you get the first one, you say next, press the second remote, you say next, and then done to get out, because it's waiting for the third signal. And just like that, the remotes have been programmed onto the gate motor controller card with the receiver is built in onto it. Come down, you'll see there's remote 1 and 2. We're done with that. Then we can just go back. Right, we're all done.
Move from there, guys, move from there.
That's fine. So you can see it. Generic anti-theft bracket with a disc lock. It's been fitted. I'm just going to quickly sit here close to the gate motor so you can see there's no vibration on it. And it obviously, the other aspect, it's not laboring at all. Just going to quickly stand over it, and I'm going to activate it again. That's it, guys. You know what to do by now. If you want your gate motor properly installed first time around, you just give Pottie a call, 083 778 2288. You can find us on the World Wide Web, smartgates.co.za. You can also check more and get more info on exquisitesecurity.co.za. We've also set the remotes up for pedestrian. So we're using the red button on the remote transmitter for that. We've set it with the auto close to 30 seconds, so it allows you to take the dustbin out. And then obviously we have small children, and because of that, we've elected to put up a 2-minute auto close on the system to ensure that the gate stays closed should one of the small children grab a remote and start pressing it. There you can see the auto close on the pedestrian. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. For those that want to know, yeah, we stay in Heidelberg, Gauteng, and we work the whole of Gauteng. Pretoria, Joburg, Vaal Triangle, Springs, Boksburg, Benoni, all of those areas. Thanks for watching.